Today, I was supposed to be reacting to episode 2 of Walking Dead. Now, I just saw a comment just now of somebody saying I already gave up on the series. And I just want to say, first of all, that kind of woke me up a little bit to just get up and do this right now. But just so you know, I've already did record episode 2. The reason I haven't uploaded it is because literally my audio didn't pick up, and I was mad. I was frustrated. I was like, the whole episode gone, because so many things happened in episode 2 and I made predictions off of what I saw. So I'm just gonna go back again a little bit and just go through the rundown of the Walking Dead episode 2 from what I've seen. This is the part I hated. I hated the intro here. I hated this intro. She goes to the woods, her and her fucking new lover. God damn, man. So they're just gonna make love here while she is literally wearing her old wedding ring. Like I said, I know she thinks he's dead. They both think he's dead, but they left him at the hospital and that they never checked up on him. So I assume they assumed. Now look at this. The show purposefully shows you this so you can hate them. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this. What kind of scene is this, bro? So we got off on the wrong foot already. I was so mad. I'm still mad, as you can tell. And my boy from the first episode, he was stuck in a tank and got an anonymous call for the guy who's gonna guide him out of this. And he did well. He did escape. Here's the guy. And they got upstairs. They managed to get away from the zombies. He's my new favorite character, the Asian guy.
Nice moves there, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, the jokes are absolutely dry and old as hell. Like, I don't like the jokes. but it's part of the appeal. I'm not gonna lie.
The new sheriff come riding in to clean up the town.
I mean, what the fuck, bro? Like, that is so that sucks, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Where's my intention? Yeah, whatever. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
You're still a dumbass,
bro. I was like, what the hell? Where are we? Preschool or something?
Hey,
Glenn.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we got introduced to Glenn, and we got introduced to the rest of Glenn's group. And apparently, they just came into town just to get some supplies, sneak in, sneak out. They are part of his wife's group. So Glenn usually is the one that comes into the city, sneaks in, sneaks out. He's very good at that shit. Today, they decided to just come as a pack and, just get more supplies and everything. Now, because of our boy Rick, the sheriff, it all just went straight to hell. He literally riled up the zombies. Now they're all over the place. Now they're stuck. So this is the whole episode, essentially.
We're dead because of this stupid asshole.
They're stuck in their shop, protected by 2 glasses. So they only have limited amount of time until they can really escape. This is one of the weirdest things about zombies. They know how to use stuff. They know how to use weapons. They know how to fucking run. I was pissed off in this episode. I was like, how is that even possible? You're dead. You can't even think. You can't reason. Okay, then another character that I really hate. This guy, racist ass pig. Alright, so I'm just gonna skip to the part where he fights again with T-Dog, and I'm not a fan of T-Dog either way, by the way. So he's super racist. Like, he doesn't like black people. Look at this shit. Super racist. And then he's gonna like literally get his head kicked in.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Boom. That's right. Then he's gonna get handcuffed. Yep. He's gonna be stuck there for the whole episode. I know this is, a little bit fucked up for me to say, but they should have killed him. That's it. The whole setup for this episode, I believe, with this racist character, is that he's gonna come back and get some revenge. That's my prediction right there. So I made a bunch of predictions. Okay, then they're gonna come with an idea to go down the sewers. Glenn is gonna, say, hey, I'm confident going there along with someone else. They're gonna go down there. They're not gonna really find a way in there. They're gonna come back empty-handed. The racist ass pig is gonna try to convince the black guy to help him out.
They're drawn by sound, right?
Yes, they're drawn by sound.
Like dogs. They hear sound, they come.
What else?
Aside from they hear you, they see you, smell you, and if they catch you, they eat you.
Yeah,
They can tell us by smell?
They smell dead, we don't. It's pretty distinct.
Okay, so this is where the original plan stemmed from. We're gonna take one of the bodies and then spew dead body, blood everywhere on them. I'm not gonna lie, this was a really good fucking episode. Now that I'm skimming through all this, I'm like, yo, bruh, the way this got me so hooked, this was a really good fucking episode. So they're just gonna go ahead and chop up his body and spew his organs all over their body. Look at that shit. Look at that. Disgusting, right? But nice scene right here, man. Chop him up, chop, take his organs, his intestines, his stomach, everything, bro. Like, you gotta be so still, bro. Like, ooh, like, keep your vomit in. But I believe you do this once, and then you're never gonna need to do it again. The zombies can, oh, look at that. They got, you know, nice bracelets on them. Hands and feet, literally wrapped with intestines. These are obviously extras, as you can tell. They do, I would say, 70% good job acting like zombies, because they really are convincing. Like, it's just the other parts, man. The parts where they, like, you know, look like they're people who think, act like people who think, like, like looking at them like that, that just seems like, that seems extra for an extra. Look at this shit. Okay, he acted like a zombie. That's fine. Oh, look at that. Rain, just to wash off the flipping. What are the odds, huh? I wouldn't. Why would you show him the keys? Why? So they're gonna reach them out. They got radio. They're part of this group. And obviously this guy's gonna be like, "No, we can't go after them."
She volunteered to go to help the rest of us.
She knew the risks, right? See, she's trapped. She's gone.
You see, this is the same mindset he probably had for his boy too, bro.
Just have to deal with that.
Just have to deal with that.
There's something we can do.
Look at him, bro.
She's my sister, you son of a bitch.
If it came down to it, he would leave even her behind. He would leave her behind. He would leave their son behind. You know what? I slowly but surely we're seeing that meme come along. I know what kind of man you are.
I know what kind of man you are.
So this part where it rains all over them, the zombies getting closer and smelling them and everything. Another intense, awesome scene, of course.
Work. Can't believe it.
Stop talking.
Draw.
Like, just stop talking. Zombies don't talk. Look at this shit. She acted way extra on this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, imagine, oh, you don't look like a zombie to me. Man, I would run for it, bro. Zombies shouldn't be able to recognize you just because of the way you move. They don't have the mental capacity for that. So I would just walk normally if they were real zombies. If they were real zombies, I would just walk. But, you know, this is a show, so, you know, can't be really mad at this shit. Look at this. What are the odds? God was just not on their side this time. Okay, so obviously the zombies start picking up on their real scent. They just start chasing after them. Now the part where I don't get is, how can a zombie do this? Check this out, right? So they jump in the fence, right? Zombies climbing the fence like this is crazy. How can a zombie hold himself up like this? That makes no sense at all. Stop tossing keys, man. God damn, I'm shooting niggas. Look at this. It's gonna jump. Look at this. Boom. How can a zombie do that? How can a zombie jump off a fence, climb on a fence, jump off of it, land and balance themselves? How can they do that? If there's at the very least a story explanation of that, I'll accept it, right? Of course I'll accept it. But this makes no sense to me at all. It pissed me off. Then he started remembering he's a zombie, running like this. They chase them around. He gets in a different car. Yeah. Glenn is gonna go around with this car, speeding up, drawing the zombies' attention away, while Rick uses that moment to pick them up. So this part is the part where I hated the most, bro. They could have just left him here.
We gotta go.
They could have just left him here.
You can't leave me here, not like this. You can't, man. It's not human.
Now I sympathize with T-Dog of going back. I do understand that, okay, you know what? It does seem like cruel to do this, but this is post-apocalyptic times, and things do happen. You know, people get left behind and everything like that. So I do understand if he would have left, but I also understand why he will go back. Now, I hate this scene because whether they had left him or whatever's going to happen is going to happen, the results might have well been the same, right? Like this guy might still be alive one day in the future episodes and then come back and try to kill them because they just left him behind, or for the reasons that are about to unfold right here. That leaves me with no other option but to, at the very least, T-Dog should have had a gun in this moment right here and pulled the fucking trigger. Pull the goddamn trigger. Because if he comes back, he's going to come back with revenge on all of us. That's it. You don't leave such things behind. He's so clumsy as hell, bro. And those tools, obviously he's gonna use them to get himself free one day. Look at this. What are the odds? Look at this. He lost the goddamn key. Another option that I didn't explore is that he could have used one of those tools to free him. Because he's gonna start accusing him. You did that on purpose.
You did that on purpose. I didn't mean to. I did it on purpose. It was an accident.
It was an accident.
Don't leave me!
Now he could have just. This is how you can tell T-Dog is gonna get killed by this man. It's gonna be one of those upsetting moments. I can just tell, and I gotta accept it because this. So he locked the thing. He locked the thing. So he helped. He's helping him. He's helping him stay alive. This is craziness. I feel like The Walking Dead is also like a show where I feel like just off the rip, I see people who are like certain characters unfold as something else right before my eyes. Already off the first episode, you can just see how people just shift from being seemingly one person to being another. Like his friend was a really seemed like a cool guy. Well, except for that, literally his first introduction, he seemed like a fucking misogynist or womanizer or whatever. But that's like what's this? Like just a light tap of like what kind of character he is, and then over time you're gonna actually see him for who he really is, and thus we get that moment. I know what kind of man you are.
I know what kind of man you are.
I feel like it's the same for other characters as well. You know, we see people making these crazy ass decisions and crazy ass times. Nobody can sometimes blame them for the decisions they make, but it does reveal their character and how they change over time. For T-Dog, I feel like that moment right there, even though he literally just like kind of like locked the door to help the guy not get eaten by zombies, him leaving him behind, I feel like it's like him, like, you know, fearing for his life. On one hand, I feel like this guy right here, Glenn, who seems like the weakest of the bunch, is most likely the bravest of them, to be honest with you. And he can drive like hell. He's not gonna make it past season 1, bro. These zombies piss me off because they're holding rocks. Zombies can't do that, bro. They escape anyway. They escape to get this last shot. Now, it's not like he doesn't deserve this. He does deserve this. But I feel like he's gonna get a second shot, man. That's just how I see some things unfold in these stories. We're gonna get this last scene here.
Where's Glenn?
Of Glenn just driving off, which I love the most. At least somebody is getting a good ending out of this. For now. My boy. Alright, so that's the end of the second episode. I'm so sorry guys that I messed up. Like I couldn't get my genuine reaction into this. It's probably gonna be shorter than other episodes I've done of any other videos. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna go ahead and watch episode 3, which should be awesome. Should be awesome from what we've seen. Thank you again for supporting this. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh my god.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle.
One box could leave you messed up and fractured. Block these uppercuts, they may leave you captured. May the best fighter win and win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends and he starts to decay, may one of his street soldiers avenge things. See you talking to the game, couldn't be talking to me. I got enough to beat and more soldiers to bury. You know it just clicked in and made you realize this game is twice as hard. You see that with your own eyes. You're on the way to choose your type of life cause you gotta. I tell you from now, which fighter will be the hotter. I don't think you want this one. Just practice, just challenge me when you're ready with your tactics. High punch, spin kicks, watch your back split. I see you in the air when I make you back flip. Select to make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.